I mean, like, my take on this is basically going to be the same as any further left candidate. Like, MAGA has a huge problem with authoritarian rule right now. I don't think we haven't seen that with any left-leaning people. So the idea of him trying to rule like a dictator, I don't think can happen. So if there's like a crazy far left policy, I would say the same thing about him as I did about Kamala Harris. I just don't think it'll come to pass. Like, I was never, ever, for a microsecond, I was never, ever worried about Kamala or Biden doing like a wealth tax, because it would be a disaster. And I know it's never going to happen. Like, I know that as soon as they would even float the idea, every advisor that would be like, hey, this is actually, trying to be like, oh shit, okay, we'll just stop talking about that. So I doubt that like this guy is going to destroy New York with far leftist policies, you know? As far as like boosted rent control and shit, like in my opinion, all of those types of, or like the government grocery stores, in my opinion, those policies are dog shit. I think they're horrible, and I think they would only make things worse. But there's two things that can happen, okay? So there's three things that can happen. One is he just doesn't get the support in the government to do it. Two is that he does it, and then he, it's a fucking miserable failure. And then you're like, okay, well, look, at least we know this shit doesn't work. Or three, he does it, and it actually ends up being somewhat successful, and then that's just more data, right? I used to think that UBI was kind of like a dog shit concept, but I feel like most of the data that's come out about UBI and places that have tried, I think most of the data is actually pretty positive. Like, it doesn't fully disincentivize people from ever working, and they don't ever get jobs, and they just sit at home all day and smoke weed. That apparently wasn't the outcome, I think, in any of the places where they tested UBI. So